Hi everyone, I'm Hank Lee, a PhD student at Carnegie Mellon University. I'm excited to share research I've conducted in collaboration with Yi-Shyuan, Lan, Stephanie, Philipp, and Sauvik, titled Purpose Mode: Reducing Distractions Through Toggling Attention Capture Damaging Patterns on Social Media Websites. Have you ever gone on Twitter or LinkedIn just to check a quick update, maybe a friend's post or a new job listing, only to find yourself scrolling endlessly or watching video after video? It's not just you. Social media companies are locked in a trillion-dollar battle for our attention using features like infinity feeds, autoplay, and flashing notifications to hook us in. And these design strategies aren't accidents. Prior research calls them attention capture damaging patterns, or ACDPs. They are deliberately engineered to nudge us away from our original goals. Instead of a quick update, we're stuck in a loop that drains our time and focus. For example, infinity scroll that automatically loads more content when you scroll to the end of the page. Or video autoplays that aims to attract your attention by automatically playing new videos. Or notifications that grabs your attention for additional engagement on the website. To remove ACDPs on social media websites, to empower users to browse more purposefully and less distracting, we built Purpose Mode, a browser extension that allows users to toggle off ACDPs on these websites. To build Purpose Mode, we first mapped the ACDPs identified by prior work to specific design features on the four mainstream social media websites: X, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Then we review existing browser extensions to support self-control on these mainstream social media websites, curated and analyzed by prior studies. As a result, we created interventions to address 6 ACDPs mapped and contextualized to these websites. First, homepage infinite scroll. As mentioned, keeps loading more content so users never reach the end of a page. We implemented finite scroll, which replaces infinite scroll with a simple show more button, so users must decide to keep going. Second, homepage recommendations, which are personalized suggestions that might keep users browsing longer than planned. To address this, we implemented hide homepage feed, which removes the feed from the homepage altogether, forcing users to be more purposeful. Third, video autoplay. As mentioned, automatically plays new videos when the current one finishes, or automatically plays videos embedded in the feeds once they appear on the screen. In Purpose Mode, we help users fire an automated procedure to disable video autoplay for users on social media websites, which is oftentimes buried in obscure settings. Fourth, notifications, which are sent to users to capture their attention for additional engagement on the websites. Purpose Mode removes these ACDP by hiding all in-app alerts and visual cues that scream for attention. Fifth, clutter layout, which is unrelated content that competes for users' limited attention. And Purpose Mode offers compact layout by minimizing clutter to help users focus on main content. Finally, color saturation, the vibrant, flashy visuals and icons that make everything pop and entice users to stay and engage. In Purpose Mode, we offer the saturation feature, which grays out the page so that colors no longer scream for clicks. You may try out the browser extension by downloading it from our GitHub repository. To understand how specific ACDPs impacted perceived distractions, and if and how Purpose Mode can mitigate these distractions, we ask, how do ACDPs impact users' perceived distractions when browsing social media websites? And how do Purpose Mode features affect people's use and experience on these websites? To answer these questions, we ran a 2-week field study with 29 active social media users. In week 1, participants browsed social media websites as usual. And in week 2, they gain access to all the purpose mode features when browsing these websites. During both weeks, participants replied to short surveys called Ecological Momentary Assessments, or EMAs, no more than 6 times a day, asking them about their moment-to-moment experiences, whether they felt distracted, in control, or satisfied with their browsing. We also interviewed each participant at the end of week 1 and week 2 to dig deeper into their perceived distractions when browsing social media websites with and without purposeful features. Very briefly, our 29 participants contributed around 1,000 EMA responses. Quantitatively, we built regression models on the EMA dataset to identify significant factors in predicting when users feel distracted. Qualitatively, we conducted open coding to understand why they did or did not feel distracted when browsing these websites. So what did we find? During the first week of the field study, before participants had access to purpose mode, they reported feeling distracted in about 28% of their EMAs. Interestingly, while many ACDPs didn't show a strong statistical correlation with distractions in the EMAs, participants consistently mentioned them as major factors during interviews, such as the overwhelmingly colored page on these websites. One interpretation of this distinction between the qualitative and quantitative results is that participants are habituated to ACDPs, as P5 mentioned such feelings toward LinkedIn. While these ACDPs don't bother participants most of the time, when they do feel distracted, it appears to be because of an ACDP. During the second week, when participants could freely use the purpose mode features by toggling on and off, the reported distraction rate dropped significantly from 28% to 7%, and many of them cited specific purpose mode features being the reason for such reduction. In addition, participants spent 21 fewer daily minutes on social media websites on average, which participants also praised about in the interview, such as letting them look things up more efficiently. Besides mitigating distractions and cutting use time, participants also shared that they felt less irritated and more in control. For instance, P29 said that desaturating the bright colors made her browsing feel calmer, and P18 pressed a sense of control for letting him see only what he wanted on the page. Finally, we shed light on what building an ACDP-free social media website experience entails in the long run. Our participants reported that fewer distractions improve their website experience, increasing their desire to engage with these platforms. This suggests aligning user agency with business incentives could benefit both sides, as seen in emerging subscription-based customizable experiences offered by platforms like X, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram in parts of Europe. However, given the economic incentives of these platforms, relying solely on social media companies to address ACDPs voluntarily is unrealistic. Regulation, similar to existing privacy frameworks like the EU's GDPR or California's CCPA, will be crucial. Such regulations can require transparent disclosure and user control over ACDP practices. Achieving these may first require collective actions by users documenting harms and demanding changes about ACDPs. As we await more permanent solutions in the form of regulations and ethical design, third-party solutions might offer immediate relief. Tools like Brave Browser enable users to remove unwanted website elements, and existing ad blocking services could further incorporate features like those implemented in purpose mode. And with that, this concludes my presentation. Thank you for your time and attention.